do I look at my own webcam?
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Welcome to another episode of Mystery Monday here with Retroactive. I'm glad to have you all here. I've got a special little guest. Give me just a second to pop it up because there's going to be minor adjustments and stuff like that, everybody. But, oh, wrong one. Hang on one second, guys. We got to do with minor alterations, guys. Minor alterations. I picked the wrong screen. So bear with me for just a moment, guys. So while I get this for you guys, I got a special guest for you. Oh, wrong thing. Right, there we go. Now you're starting to see him, guys. You're starting to see him. Bear with me just a moment. Look at him dance with his Dragon Ball shirt on, too. Poppy right there in front of
everyone. My beard is puffy today.
Nothing wrong with the fluffy beard. Nothing wrong with the fluffy beard. So as you see, ladies and gentlemen, at work, week off. Nice. So as you see, guys, we have the wonderful, awesome Onyxx Demon, everybody, right here on stream, live with us. Y'all should be hearing him right now. Go ahead and say hello.
Hello, how is everybody?
There we go. Nice Dragon Ball Z shirt. Who that beautiful man? Oh, there goes some applause. Thank you. John Blitz said tickle the beard. So anyway, guys, as you see, we have Onyxx Demon with us. There's a reason why Onyxx Demon is with us.
Execute Order 66.
And there goes John Bliss with the Execute Order 66. There's a reason why we have Onyxx Demon with us, guys. We got some really good information for you. Let me pull my notes up. I'm sitting here reading without my script. Okay, so anyway, last Monday, as you all know, we were talking about demons and Pazuzu. For those who are new or missed anything, we're actually pretty much going to go back over a little bit of brief information to catch you up to speed pretty much. For those who don't know, Pazuzu, also called Fuzzuzu, was the king of the demons of the Southwest winds and the brother of Bamba and the son of Hanbi. He was the bearer of storms and droughts. He was pretty much used in the Exorcist movie and belongs to the Sumerian Babylonian times. Onyxx Demon, is there anything that you want to comment while we're going through? Well, I'm sitting here while looking the wrong way. That you want to comment while we're doing this?
Well, if we're going into the Exorcist movie, Pazuzu considered himself the devil until they exorcised the name out of him.
Right.
For that, he is a trickster.
Which some people do. If you do the research with Greek myths and stuff, a lot of people attribute Pazuzu to being Loki. Which is like,
really?
Yeah. Is something? Am I too loud in your ear?
No, you're good. I'm just muting my mic because I'm gonna vape and it's loud.
Got you. Yeah, so a lot of people attribute him because he's the trickster demon. So a lot of times they want to attribute him to being Loki, because Loki in Greek myth sometimes did good things, he sometimes did bad things. So they do attribute him to being Loki. Yorkshire Gaming, good evening. Glad to have you here. 20 times Zio. Didn't Zach Fakins do that demon? Zach Fakins has talked about that demon. But the things that he has talked about were slightly inaccurate, because he goes off basically, since he don't actually know real information about Pazuzu, he basically goes to Wikipedia, gets a little bit of information, and then reads you guys and talks to you guys with what he found on Wikipedia. He doesn't have no actual real world knowledge of Pazuzu. So
Jack Baggins is a ghost hunter. He's not a demonologist. He does not understand demons. He will source other people's information and spew it out of his own mouth.
If not out of his own mouth, out of his own ass.
That too. Whatever he wants to call that thing on his face.
So moving forward, basically, although considered to be an evil spirit, like Onyxx Demon was talking about, he is a trickster demon. Zach Fakins is such a tool, Tabitha says. He drives and frightens away other evil spirits, therefore protecting humans against plagues and misfortunes. So even though he is a demon, guys, he is not a evil demon. He does sometimes evil things, but he is actually a neutral spirit per se. An anti-demon, exactly. He's an anti-demon, or he is the Deadpool of demons, basically. He does some he does things a bad way, but for a good reason. So he is your Deadpool of demons. Where was I? Yeah, he's the anti-hero. In last episode, ladies and gentlemen, we talked briefly about Waverly Sanitarium, and after the show, myself and Onyxx Demon, who is a Reapers member. For those who don't know, Reapers is Retro's paranormal research society. But anyway, Onyxx Demon, myself, and Hellfire, we discovered a major connection of Pazuzu with Waverly Sanitarium, and did a little bit more digging to find pretty much what we're going to show you tonight. Before we get going, I'll show you some pictures, because I got the pictures so we can pull them up and show people.
Okay, cool. I was just going to pull them up.
Yeah, so I've got them as well. So what do you want to, is there anything you want to mention while I get ready to pull this up?
Which pictures are you pulling up first?
The first picture I'm going to go ahead and pull up, I've got the 666 statue map, and then I've got the overlay with the Aramaic 6.
Yeah, no, do your thing, man.
Okay, so
those are the most important pictures to show first before we go into anything.
Yeah, exactly. What I do need to show people, that I didn't show them, and I will pull through real quick here. Let me pull this up, and I'm gonna switch screens real quick because I forgot to add a picture of Pazuzu. If I could type today. So let me pull up some pictures of Pazuzu so people can see the primary picture that we want to do. Okay, guys, I'm going to temporarily switch screens so you can all see this. What you're looking at right here, everyone, that right there is Pazuzu. Paladin Baz is in the house. What is up, Paladin Baz? How are you doing? So right there, that is the picture of Pazuzu for everybody. Now, this is a little mini necklace. This isn't the real statue of Pazuzu, but a fake replica. But the details of it are pretty much, I would say, accurate. That you, if you would agree.
Yeah, I'll read off the definition here. Let me pull up my notes. I don't have all of them opened.
You're fine. While you're doing that, I can I'll hold the picture here. But yeah, this is one of the many iterations of Pazuzu. Now, there are different poses for Pazuzu. Sometimes you'll find structures of just his head. You'll find pictures of what you're seeing right here. You're also, Claw Overdraw's in the house. What is up, Claw Overdraw? Jeff is Lone Wolf. If you can do me a favor and start dropping some shout outs for me, I would greatly appreciate it while we're pulling up information. I'm going to go ahead and start with dropping a shout out to Onyxx Demon, if I can get my stuff pulled up.
Shitballs. I forgot which your Discords I added all my info in.
It's under the one that we're in now.
Okay. There it is. Okay.
But yeah, so pretty much, like I said, there's three major iconizations of Pazuzu that you're going to see. You'll see Pazuzu in this structure here. You also see some of Pazuzu's images. Let me find the other ones of them. Like right here. Here we go. This will let you see. Hold on. Now, some of this is not true. Some of these are artist renditions. But as you see here, these are depictions of Pazuzu. The one up here, this is artist representation, and this is a modern artist representation of Pazuzu. Yeah, yes, Ness, exactly, creepy. But this is a statue of Pazuzu. This one is a huge real life statue that's larger than we are. And then this is the head that I was talking about. With the different things, so you're going to find different types of versions of Pazuzu that of different artists and their depictions of Pazuzu in some form or way. Now, the one right here that's a bust of him, again, this is an artist's idea. This is more of a cinematic movie idea than an actual idea of what he really is. The one above here is more closely to what, even though it's an artist one, it's closer to what it would truly be like, because he has cat-like features. He's kind of like a combination of a demon with cat features. So
he's more than that. It's just like when he first showed up in the first millennia, in hybrid form, mind you. This is what human beings depict him as, is the body of a man, the head of a scowling dragon snake, which has both canine and feline features. He is represented as a spirit with 2 pairs of wings and talons like those of birds of prey. So he's more like a griffin or a hippogriff of some form.
A hippogriff or a griffin. Exactly. And I think that's probably what it is. They probably didn't back then. They probably didn't know what a tiger was. So that's where the like here. In fact, let's pull.
If you notice, they always show him with a snake between the legs, meaning he is one hung demon.
Yeah.
Just pointing that out. So, ladies.
Exactly, ladies. He is a hung man. The face in the middle reminds me of those dancing dragon suits. Yeah, exactly, and that's pretty much it. As you see here, these are pretty much what griffins are like. With the griffins, they have the beak of a bird. However, the difference for him is more along the lines of, I would probably say this here. Even though this is a cutesy little dragon thing, but this is pretty much what we're looking at. So that's what I would think, because as you see, it's got the talons. It's got a dragon, slightly feline, canine look to it right there. But if you look at the different versions of him, you can see what Onyxx Demon is talking about being a griffin or a hippogriff. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and switch back to the chatting screen so they can see our lovely faces. But ladies and gentlemen, because of that, we've actually we were doing some research in Waverly. Let me find the picture, Waverly Sanitarium, where they actually have that statue outside, and I got that right here.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it to where they can look at it as well. Okay, so switching screens real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Vegetron, what is up? What is up? What is up? So this is Waverly Sanitarium here, everybody. So in this area here, this statue of Pazuzu is actually located all across the building. There's one on the other side of this corner here, and there's a few more that you can't see because of this wall is blocking it. But what we've done pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, let me switch back to the screen, is me, Hellfire, and Onyxx Demon, we're doing a lot of research. Cellcat, what is up? Since Jeff may be away, let me go ahead and do some shout outs, everybody. Give me a second. We're going to do some shout outs, and then we're actually going to get back into the stuff. Let me go ahead and redrop Onyxx Demon's one out there if I can find you up here. There we go. There's Onyxx Demon. We got Cellcat. We got Vegetron. We got Ness. We got Claw. We got Paladin Baz, Tabitha, Yorkshire.
Someone's
Jeff,
peeing now.
Papa Tez is here. Sparkle Queen Michelle, Blast
Just wait, you'll hear it.
Horoscope.
Jesus Christ.
I know, right? I don't know who Jake is. Moshi's here. Ivory's here. And then Cyrodion is here as well as Vance.
Someone is peeing on my video game. It's a long pee, too.
Oh, hang on.
Alright, what should I play, guys?
There we go. I had you blocking the shout-outs. Back up once the shout-outs are over. Thank you. Hey, anytime. So all those links that I shouted out to you, ladies and gentlemen, are all of you in the stream right now that is showing up. I always show love to everybody. Right there is Cellcat playing some games right there. Make sure if you like what you see with these streamers, make sure you click on their link. Make sure you go and follow and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for the shout out. Anytime, Yorkshire. Anytime. Most everybody here, I'm all about giving love. Some of these guys are some of my favorite people. There is Ness playing one of my favorite games, Dragon Age Inquisition, everybody. So there goes that, showing out that love right there.
What am I supposed to do with that?
We must look into it.
So do you play Dragon's Age at all, Onyxx?
I played 1 and 2. I've never played Inquisition.
Do you have any desire to play Inquisition?
Look at this. Look how full this is.
Not really. I'm gonna be honest.
This is what happens when I ask for help.
No, see, I'm in the process of I've got them actually downloading right now from the EA store so that I can read.
I just feel like I've moved past those style games because you can get those style games in MMOs, and when I'm playing those style games, I want to socialize with people. You know what I mean?
No, and I got to pick up. I got to get back into ESO too.
Like I find that Inquisition could have made a phenomenal online-based game.
Oh my God, yeah. See, that's what I'm waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. I'm waiting for a Dragon Age MMO. He wants to stick to COD and fall down a funnel and or almost blow himself up using an RPG. Hellfire Inquisition was the weakest of the 3 games. Hellfire, that's opinion. That's opinion, because me and Ness, we actually like the game and the story, so you can kiss my butt. Okay, there's Paladin Baz, everybody right there.
Well, shit.
See, Ness loves it. You gonna argue with Ness? You gonna argue with Ness? You may not like it, but some of us do. But no, I do need to get back into ESO with you. I want to start doing some more gaming with that. I love the only reason why I play the Dragon Age is because of the stories, and outside of that, it's MMOs where you can get the actual socialization. It was good, but not as good as the first one. Oh, of course, the stories of the first one were off the charts the best. That's because of the hotness known as Morgan. With Morgan, that made the game. Origin is necessary, but Inquisition is the love. Exactly. There is Tabitha, everybody right there. Make sure you check her out as well.
And you guys are gonna have to watch me play.
I loved the first one. I put a lot of hours into the first one.
Same here.
But I mean, the first one is the closest thing to like Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls,
you know?
yeah.
I was gonna say Skyrim, but that's just like one game in the whole genre.
Well, see, okay, so for me, I like a lot of the lore in Dragon's Age. You know, the fact that they come from Thedas. It has a well-rounded lore to it. Hellfire said, shaking his head, you would go straight to the hot girl. Yes, I would. Hey, would you have? I mean, come on, look at you, Hellfire. Look at you. Like you wouldn't go straight to the hot girl. So I don't want to talk, Mr. Comic Strip.
Oh my God, it's not even doing the thing.
There's Papa Tez right there, everybody. There's Papa Tez. I had the wonderful joy of actually getting briefly chatting with Papa Tez on in Tabitha's Discord during the Warcraft Sunday chat. So it was actually kind of cool to be able to talk to him. So usually every Sunday I'll pop in there with her and Blastbit and everybody. Which, speaking of Blastbit, right there on cue, I do a lot of chatting. Speaking of Discord too, by the way. And Claw's over there shimmying. As you'll see, ladies and gentlemen, it's now down to 2 links. Down to 2 links. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the first link.
Don't show me your butthole.
Okay, there goes Jeff with a butthole. The first link is my personal Discord where me and Onyxx Demon are right now. It is the Cyber Demons, my personal Discord. Make sure you drop in there. You can always, if you do that, you can actually join.
Okay, JT, don't leave me yet.
Demon live in the chat, or if I'm shooting with other people, you're more than welcome to join in with us as well. Usually anywhere. And there's Ivory Gale, the wonderful Ivory Gale singing happy birthday. So yeah, dressed as Gwen. But anyway, the second link, ladies and gentlemen, is Stream Demons. If you want to be a part of one of the best Discord stream teams, ladies and gentlemen, Stream Demons, horns up right there. Onyxx Demon is a member of Stream Demons. Most of you here are Stream Demons. If you're not, definitely join that second link. You will love all the
new
people
level of hell.
There's Jeff dropping up his horns. Okay, but the graphics on the game were so unrealistic. It's like
not because of burning, but because of 2 specific abilities that make it a pain in the goddamn motherfucking ass.
For me and Onyxx Demon, when we go back to certain things, those graphics were some of the best graphics of their time. Thank you very much.
Right? Remember Conker's Bad Fur Day or Duke Nukem 64?
Exactly.
With them real ass triangle boobies that every kid masturbated to.
Exactly. So now if y'all wondering, of course, like I said, I never
masturbated to those.
No, but I'm pretty sure Hellfire has.
Yeah, he has.
If Hellfire can stroke off to something, he will stroke off to it.
Shit, son.
I mean, he is the one with the lifetime membership to porno.
Nothing wrong with that.
I know, right? Hellfire's probably blushing. He's not even on camera and on an audio, and he's blushing.
Let me wait here just in case he does.
There's Rodplay, everybody.
Wow, really?
Raj plays playing Samurai Jack.
See, look at that. Tabitha even says triangle boobs for the win. Don't forget Laura Croft. Exactly. All hell, the queen of triangle boobs.
Right?
Laura Croft.
She had the most amazing figure.
Look at that. Unrecognized. I've got someone named Unrecognized rating with a party of 1. Unrecognized. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. You are awesome having ad LOL. I'm not sure what you mean, but hey, it's all good. I'm glad to have anybody here. It's always good. Can't hear it. Oh, okay, so he has an ad. Okay, he is here. Unrecognized. Oh, they're all done. Let me pop Onyx Demon back in. There we go. There is Onyx Demon, everybody. What is up, Retro? Unrecognized. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All the love in the world. So I appreciate it. So yeah, not much unrecognized. Pretty much the only thing that's up right now is we're currently, along with my buddy here, Onyx Demon, we're talking about Pazuzu. And Pazuzu, of course, is a Sumerian Babylonian demon. He, as we've already discussed, he is an anti-demon. He was used in the Exorcist movie. We talked many times in the past of episodes of the Anunnaki. No, that's moving into the Anunnaki stuff there. So, oh yeah, that's what we were talking about, Onyx. We were doing the images. I lost track of what I was doing from the shoutouts. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to show you, the reason. Oh, let me hide you, Onyx Demon. There we go. Right there, those red dots are the location of of all the statues of Pazuzu at Waverly Sanitarium.
Remember we were talking about him looking like a well, I did myself.
Yeah. Hey, Kevin. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, lekker.
Because it's coming through.
Nice.
So anyway, like I was saying right here, ladies and gentlemen, all these dots right here are all the places that there are Pazuzu statues. We have literally a lot of Pazuzu statues right here, guys. But if you'll notice, it's like, why is there so many statues of Pazuzu in these locations? You know, it was actually, I think it was you, Onyx Demon, that is there more than that around the property? No. And there's a reason why we're about to get to this. So Onyx Demon, when we were in chat one night after the stream that we had about Pazuzu, he started noticing something and started asking me questions. He noticed that at the top up here, that there were 4 up here. He had saw these. Give him a catchphrase and call him Pazuzu. Yeah, Deadpool, Pazuzu, exactly. But anyway, Onyx Demon was looking at these when we were talking about it, and I was looking at the one down at the corner. Okay, now as you see with the shape of this building, the one that I showed you earlier was the one right here. Okay, so you can't see this one.
We can't see your mouse.
Oh, you can't see my mouse. Okay.
No.
Dang. I can't even do it right. Well, anyway, I gotta figure out how I can show it. Anyway, if you look at the images, if you look at the front, there are 3 down at the base of the front, okay? And there are 3 as well. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 because there's 2 in the very back corner. There are 2 at the top of that little tower on the very top of the roof. So a total of 12 statue, guys. 6 Pazuzu in the front, 6 Pazuzu on the top, 6 Pazuzu in the back. Let me go ahead and hide that so they can at least see you. Exactly, 666, guys. So there's 6 in the front, 6 on top, and 6 on back. Now we're talking the Pazuzu demon that most people attribute to being the devil. Okay, and with that, these people are putting 666 across the building. Okay, so that was kind of fishy for me and Onyx Demon. And Onyx Demon actually was like, "Wait a minute, I wonder if there's how'd you say? I think he's I can't remember how you said it. I don't know why I keep looking this way. I don't remember how you said it, but you were talking about. I wonder if there's any connection with the Pazuzu and the Waverly Sanitarium and its paranormal activity."
Yes.
And that you do realize that that adds up to 18, right? Okay, so there's 18. Okay, there's 18. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I said 12, but there's 18. Okay, leave me alone. I can't count right now.
There's 12 on the outside.
Yeah, 12 on the outside. 12 on the outside. Yeah, exactly. 12 on the outside and 6 up top.
No, don't fuck him up, Hellfire. You're gonna mess up his train of thought, all right?
Right. But 6. There's 12 on the outside, and then there's 6 up at the top of the grounds. Now, we started noticing something else that when we started doing the research. But before we get to this, I want Onyxx Demon actually did a little bit of history research into the history of the Waverly Sanitarium. Which Onyxx Demon, if you want to go ahead and drop that information.
Yeah, sure. I could totally do that. So I'm only going to go back to 1962. Before 1962, there was an ex-soldier who purchased the property before Waverly Hills Sanitarium, and he used it to build a small school for his daughter and other younger age kids in the area. So we can maybe attribute that a little bit to the whole the haunted ball rolling in the hallway up there.
Yep.
That's debatable, though. I haven't researched any of that. But, yeah, so from 1918 up to 1962, the property was purchased, and it was created into a 50-unit hospital for early set tuberculosis. What's the word I'm looking for?
Airborne transfer disease?
No.
Tuberculosis center hospital.
People with tuberculosis, basically. My brain, I brain farted. Patients. There we go. I brain farted so hard there. But yeah, this is where we're contributing to Pazuzu. Pazuzu is the king / god of the southwest winds. Tuberculosis is an airborne disease. Yeah. It's caught via airborne. And what we're contributing here is that they may have worshipped Pazuzu to help fight the pandemic of tuberculosis of that time.
Right.
After that, it was shut down in 1962 to 1981. They changed the name and they remade it into a state hospital called Woodhaven that was shut down 20 years later due to several violations.
Yeah.
Now here's where we get suspect, okay? This is what we made the biggest connection here is what I feel is the biggest connection that this place is of demonic power, not just haunted. I believe 1996 in March, a person named Robert Alberhasky bought Waverly Hills and the surrounding areas.
Yeah.
Alberhasky's foundation was called Alberhasky's Christ the Redeemer Foundation, Inc. Now, he, at the time, before he could not get funding, wanted to get donations to build the largest statue of Christ ever. Larger than even in Rio de Janeiro.
Yep.
Now, he also wanted to use it as a place of worship. So he wanted to make this place of holy grounds, like the ultimate holy grounds, like something just below the Vatican.
The epicenter.
You know? And the only thing I can think of for that is if you add both together, is he knew there was some type of demonic entity or power there within that area.
Yeah. Now, real quick, Silcat was like, I'm confused. Why would a depiction of a devil fight a pandemic? So here's the thing, Silcat. In Babylonian times, in the Sumerian, the Akkadian, and Assyrian, they had these certain lists of demons, which I'll get more into that a little bit later into the episode. But demons weren't bad people. You had bad demons and you had good demons. Okay, same in Japanese culture. You had good demons, you had bad demons. Okay. So Pazuzu was an anti-hero. He did some bad things, but he wasn't a bad being. Okay, and he was the he actually warded off evil demons to protect pregnant women and protect children. So he was, even though he was a demon, he did good things and warded off evil. He protected them from evil. So
he also warded off storms, drought and disease.
Yeah. So,
and there was one specific, I forget the name of her. It was a demon that he was in constant war with. That was actually the demon of disease.
Yeah, yeah, and it began with an I. I can't remember what the
yeah. I'm looking for it right now.
Because she also went against females as well.
Lamashtu.
Yeah, Lamashtu. It's Lamashtu. So yeah, as he was saying, so Cat Lamashtu, so kind of like a Crowley for supernatural. Like Crowley, yes, like Crowley. He was pretty much a Crowley. Now going with what Onyxx Demon was talking about real quick, because of this information we found out about this guy trying to create this big giant epicenter for demons and stuff. Remember one thing, the location of Waverly Hills is in Louisiana. Okay, and with it being in Louisiana, it's in the southwestern region of Louisiana. Okay, and Onyxx Demon, he was the king of what?
Southwest winds.
Southwest winds. So the south and southwest winds. Okay, southwestern winds. So here we have this facility surrounded by Pazuzu, statues of Pazuzu, and it's located, who is the king of the southwestern winds, or the demons of the southwestern winds, who fought against pandemics and drought and things like that for a tuberculosis disease that's based off of air that's located in the southwestern region of the area. So there's a little bit of power there. Then you add in Alberhasky, who was trying to create this as an epicenter for religious holy ground. Okay, so that's going to draw power and stuff like that. That brings us to the next image I'm going to show you guys real quick. For those who don't know, the Aramaic symbol for 6, technically it's not actually 6, but it's the 6th symbol representing, or not the 6th symbol, but it's a symbol that represents 6. Okay, now if you pay attention to it, you'll see that the Monster Energy logo is 3 of these symbols put together to form the 666. They did this intentionally because many people believe that is the way that 666 is supposed to look. Okay, is the 3 Aramaic 6s, okay, making what looks like an M, and people interpreting it as an M when it's actually 3 Aramaic 6s. We superimpose the Aramaic 6. Let me hide Onyxx Demon again. There's the Aramaic 6 symbol over top of the Waverly Sanitarium building. So what you're looking at right now is the
nice.
Yeah, right. So that's the Aramaic 6 over top of the building. Now, how ironic is it that this building, okay, is in that specific shape, that it matches the Aramaic 6, which is one of the used symbols for 666, okay? Then you add in the fact that there's 6 Pazuzu in the front, 6 Pazuzu in the back, and 6 Pazuzu on the top. Okay, so I mean, you add this in, you're and it's in the southwestern winds, or the southwestern region. Okay, and it's like one of the most haunted places in the world. You know, it pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, there's too many things to count on of it, like all the connections to it. And if you connect all the dots, that's pretty much what Onyxx Demon, Hellfire, and I pretty much did. We're sitting there coming off like, oh, what about this? What about this? What about that? Now,
well, the thing is like this area is clearly a gate,
Hellmouth, a gate, yeah,
a shield, or a trap.
It's definitely something dealing with the paranormal, sucking things in, creating it, giving off energy in some way. It's creating energy for the paranormal to feed off of, because for those who don't know, paranormal activity requires energy to be able to manifest. Okay, so Cat, isn't the building in the shape of a horn? People interpreted that as the shape of a horn, but as you'll see again, let me hide them real quick. As you see here, it's not technically in the shape of a horn. Let me hide that one. as you see here, it literally has like, if you look at it, it's in the shape of what looks like a 7. It's in what looks like a 7. And if I show you the other one, boom, there you go. You got the Aramaic 6 over top of it. And if you look at it at a top-down view, you would see that it has that 7 or that Aramaic 6 look to it. So it has the shape of the Aramaic 6. Straight out, in my belief, all images of demons are intended to attract them, anti-demon or not. And you are to some degrees you are correct, Silcat. All images all images aren't intended to attract them. Some of them are used to ward off. A lot of times, if an evil spirit came, and if you have a statue that looks as close to the depiction of what a demon or a evil spirit or whatever looked like gargoyles, the evil spirits would see this as a representation of the real thing, and they're like, oh no, they're protected by this, and then ward away. So do you suppose that they purposely made a gate? Tabitha, believe it or not, that's one of the things that me and Hellfire were thinking, that they didn't originally intend it to be that when it was a tuberculosis center, that it was originally intended to ward it off. We have a feeling that Albert Haskey was creating on the outside, he wanted the Christian Jesus statue, but probably somewhere deep down he actually wanted it to be a hellmouth or a hellgate, to make an epicenter for things to happen, so that he could possibly summon either God or demons or whatever it was his intentions were. We think that there was some kind of ulterior motive, and that being in Louisiana at the time that he was, the big giant statue was more of I guess a patsy, you would say, a camouflage.
Not more. It's more like a Band-Aid.
Yeah, it's a cover up.
Like even though history tells Pazuzu as not an evil demon, he's still a demon.
Yeah.
And you always will have those religious people that no matter what kind of demon it is, they're going to want to squash it.
Exactly.
So I think that because this was such a large scaled hellmouth or gate or shield or whatever, when it come to demons, that he wanted to make an even larger, like almost like force field around it to keep the demonic energy in or trapped or even purify it. Yeah, basically.
A cork in a bottle.
That's what I believe. From what I've read and what I've researched over the last 2 weeks, this is what I've come to myself.
And I agree.
This guy, Albert Haskey, knew that this place was some form of demonic ritual site, or even some type of area where the demonic power was actually helping to heal these people before the tuberculosis shot came out. And he knew this, and this is why he purchased this area
to cleanse it.
It's in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Nobody there wants a fucking Eiffel Tower size Jesus Christ statue.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Especially it's in an area where it's not near anything, because they wanted sanitariums and sanatoriums, whatever you want to call them, are always away from the common population. They're always around scenery to give like serenity to its patients.
Yeah. And see, and I completely agree. With that, it's like, for those who don't know, basically, I don't know what reasons it was. You may know, Demon. But the statue that he was trying to make didn't come to fruition. So all he did was, I guess, stir the pot and boil the cauldron and make things bubble up and be more active paranormally than they actually are.
It could have happened, yeah. I mean, between the time that he purchased it and then relinquished title to it, and by the time somebody else picked up ownership of it, which was in 2001, you have over 25 years of decay and vandalism, and all types of things that just scream, "Hey, I'm here."
Yeah. And see, and that's the thing. So, so pretty much like with as most people don't know, usually if you buy an old house or an old building and you go to do renovation, believe it or not, if there's spirits there, that renovations kind of wakes them up and makes things active. You're disturbing their rest. You're disturbing their peace. So it create that disturbance, that renovations are causing the activity to happen, to manifest. You're putting energy into a building that was at rest, and now you're disturbing it with all this energy that you're putting in and all the energy that you're doing to build, because your body gives off energy. Now, by you giving off this energy to work, how's everyone? Supply Jeff, what is up? What is up? What is up? How are you doing, Supply Jeff? The Kraken has been
going off of the whole people feeding energy thing. Is you have 25 plus years of this place being abandoned.
Nishan got the scurvy.
All of these people who want to go to their party, people who want to go there to investigate, people who just want to go there. All these people are feeding energy into this location.
Yeah.
You know, over 25 years before somebody purchased it. And, you know, the people who own it now are a husband and wife by the name of the Mattingly couple, who took over ownership, and they're slowly bringing it back to its original luster.
Yeah.
But it's taking them forever to do so, even though they really have a place there that is a great attraction. So it's not like they don't have the money.
Yeah. And they're
why is it taking them so long then?
Because of the activity and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So here's my thing: they're making money off the actual activity, because this is one of the places that are legitly haunted. So here, somebody has a legit haunted place, and people are paying to come to this place. I think that they're keeping some of the money for themselves and using the other money to
100%. Even though they say it's nonprofit, they got to be keeping something for themselves.
Yeah, exactly, because they got to be able to feed, eat, drink, sleep, all that stuff, pay bills, so forth and so on. So they're trying to basically
pay for their website,
pay for the maintenance of it and stuff like that. Keep it from falling apart basically any more than it already is. That's the reason why, bringing up with what Tabitha said. Tabitha was like, why don't we make a documentary about all this? That is actually my goal, Tabitha. The stream tonight, by us talking about it, records it as a date, because it'll be put on YouTube as well. So this way, if anyone ever tries to take our discovery and say, oh, we discovered it, hell no. We've got it on document right here, right now, live for you guys. Me and Onyxx Demon and Hellfire are the ones that made this discovery, and now it's being documented here on Twitch and soon on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. If you make sure you follow my YouTube, because you'll find it in my about page, because that's where all my VODs are stored, because of course Twitch don't let me keep the VODs, but all my VODs are on my YouTube. Make sure you check them all out, especially my tutorials for my Sunday stream salvation. But what I'm planning on doing is, if we can ever get this COVID bullshit out of the way, I want to start doing my live streamed paranormal investigations. I plan to swoop up Hellfire, plan to swoop up Onyxx Demon, and probably after a year of investigations, we are going to go to Waverly Sanitarium. I've got a list of people that I'm bringing with me. Once my bank issue fills through, and sometime in the next few weeks, they're supposed to put my money back in my bank that got stolen. And once that money attributes, then that money is what I'll be using to pay for all of us to go to Waverly Sanitarium, and that's where we're going to do the documentations for a documentary. We're going to have all the information that we pulled up so far. I want to go there and get my own personal pictures, my own video clips, with the paranormal activity that we have as well. We'll have actual live paranormal research documentation recorded to add to our discovery and our documentary on this. And I have a feeling, Onyxx Demon, that by going there and getting this information, we'll have some kind of a little bit more concrete evidence to solidify our theories.
Yeah. I mean, we have here, when Waverly Hills Sanitarium shut down, there's 40 years that they quarantined this area. Who knows what happened in those 40 years? It's all undocumented.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and then an additional 20 years from 1962 until 1980. 1980. Where's it at? 1962 to 1981. There's another 20 years with undocumented information.
Exactly. And
we don't know what people come and went from there. You know, they could have had strange ass rituals there every fucking night.
Yeah, exactly. And see, that's the reason why if we can go there, most people when they go to this place, they're just going to ghost hunt. For those who are new to the stream, that y'all know that there is y'all don't know that I tell this. My people who are regulars know this. Those of you who are new don't know this, but there is a difference between ghost hunting and paranormal investigation. Ghost hunting is what you see Zach Bagans do, where you go and buy the gear and you're like, oh, hey, I got the gear. I'm going to go in the house and find ghosts and talk to ghosts and discover ghosts. That's ghost hunting. Paranormal investigations, we go in, we diagnose every area, we investigate the area and find clues and things like that. Now, imagine if we go in there, we're going in there now with this knowledge that me and Onyxx Demon and Hellfire have discovered, to able to do a paranormal investigation connected to that specific information. Okay, think of the evidence, the information, the things that we can discover with the knowledge that we now have, okay, and doing this paranormal investigation. That right there will give us so much more possible activity and data for more discoveries from that point forward. We could be on the pinnacle thing of a whole new thing, because what we've just discovered with doing this research, who knows what other, and this was you actually brought this up, Onyxx Demon, when we were talking about this that night, but who knows what other locations that people that are actually legitly haunted have similar connections to other demons, okay? And yep. Then after we talked about that, he mentioned, I'm like, wait a minute, that's actually a good idea, that I want to take me, Hellfire, Onyxx Demon, and my Reapers and go to all these places and see, do the full research to see which ones have legitimate claims to Sumerian Babylonian demons and have other rituals from other beliefs and other religions done there. And it was me when I was saying this, I was like, what if we could somehow on a map, once we find all the legit places that have ties to Sumerian Babylonian demons, what if somehow they connected and made some kind of bigger picture, of all them connected together if you map them out. So I want to also do that as well. When you feel the presence of a spirit and suddenly faint, that's ghost hunting. When you feel the presence of a spirit and suddenly faint. Well, no, that's not ghost hunting. That's definitely not ghost hunting. That if you feel the presence of something and you suddenly faint, that's possibly demon possession. For ghost hunting is the if you hear a noise, like say like we're going hunting and we're going out there investigating, and Hellfire drops a fart, and next thing you know, I enter Zach Vegas mode and is like, did you hear that? Did you hear that? What was that? What was that? Did you hear that? Oh no, we have ourselves a ghost, guys. We have a ghost that's making farts. That's ghost hunting. That's pretty much what ghost hunting is right there. There's a difference between ghost hunting. Ghost hunting is every noise, everything you see, hear, feel, touch, smell is automatically a ghost. That's ghost hunting. You don't know what you're doing. You don't actually have anything, but you interpret everything as being paranormal. Where paranormal investigation is you go in debunking this stuff and trying to see, is this a ghost or is this natural occurrence? That's the major key difference. Being a spiritual person, all of this stuff is right up my alley. Hey, there we go, Yorkshire. There we go. Did you smell that? What was that? Right? And then all of a sudden you're going to hear a mysterious voice out in the shadows be like, he who smelt it, dealt it. Which of course probably are going to be Onyxx Demon in the background laughing.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking to see the architect's name who built Waverly Hills is named.
The very first building, because we know that some of it are add-ons.
His name is Dennis Xavier Murphy and James J. Gaffney, and they worked for a company named Luckett and Farley. Now they built several other buildings.
So see that definitely has a
now we could definitely go through and find pictures of all these buildings, and see if any of them have similar layout or other designs from archaic symbols, anything like that.
So save that information and send it to me later, so that we can actually do that specific thing and find the connections to that, because I want to know if they have any ties to the Masons.
The Masons, okay.
The Freemasons, because Freemasons were architects that had religious ties, of course, with God. But I want to see if there's any.
Well, it says here, Luckin & Farley is an architecture, engineering, and interior design firm based in Louisville, Kentucky. It's founded in 1853, making it, along with Smith Group, the oldest continually operating architecture firm in the United States.
See, so it may have
that is not
ties.
wholly owned subsidiary. The firm began under the name Rogers, Wheatstone & Co. Architects, changing its name to Henry Wheatstone in 1857, to D.X. Murphy and Brother in 1890, to Luckin & Farley in 1962.
See, so that actually has some historical ties right there.
We can go right from 1853 to 2012 and look at all their architecture.
Yeah, so definitely give me some of that information, and we're going to see what we can find out about that as well.
I'm just looking on the wiki right now, but
right.
I'll go outside of the wiki for that.
But see, guys, this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of research that me and Onyxx Demon and Hellfire are going to be doing with some of you guys. So this has the Oedipus of a major breakthrough right now. That's the reason why I wanted to bring you this information about, since we're doing demons, we might as well talk about this research, this information that we found. This is groundbreaking information in the world of paranormal research right here, guys. Right here, it live for all.
Now, other than them probably commissioning or contracting building contractors, they did everything else.
Right.
Okay. So this company, it goes from architecture, interior design and procurement, structural engineering, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and building commissioning. So they do everything other than build the place.
Got you. And see, that's the thing. Since they do the architectural designs, they just have someone come in, build it, and then they pretty much go and Sailcat share the 50. Thank you, Sailcat. So they probably go and do they create the building. They have another company and do the construction, and after it's been built, they go back in and do all the wiring and things like that. So there's even more that we may not even know behind the scenes of this. So yeah.
And I am looking at 44 buildings they constructed between the dates of 1853 to 1877.
So see those, we're gonna see what we can do about finding those.
And these even go from clock towers to federal loans and savings. Like, these guys could have got demonic in all kinds of fucking places.
So see, the thing we need to find out from this is with these buildings, if any of these buildings have paranormal activity reported to them.
Yes, that would be a good one. We could definitely look that up too.
Yeah. So if we can
that'd be easy.
That will give us,
it gives me the address and everything here.
Nice. So there we go. That's our Rosetta Stone right there. If we can find out if any of the buildings have connections, have paranormal activity to them, then that's a slight paranormal connection right there, and that'll be what we need to go further for this whole theory and plot right there. So yeah, definitely, we're gonna definitely hit that up. While we're 100%. Doing this, yeah, we're gonna talk more about that once we're off screen. I'm gonna go ahead and move forward with the information that I have.
Yep. Do you think?
Because with Talking with Demons, ladies and gentlemen, the next thing that I want to move into next Monday, we're going to get back on the Demons things more enhanced. I'm going to give you a little bit of brief information here as to what we're going to be going over next Monday. Basically, we've talked many times in the past about the Anunnaki. For those that don't know, they were a group of deities who appear in traditions of Sumerian, Akkadian, Assyrian, Babylonian beliefs. That also connects with Pazuzu. Pazuzu connects with the Anunnaki. That's one of the reasons why I want to talk about Pazuzu in our information tonight as well. But the also being called the Anukai and the Anunna, they are the descendants of An and Ki. Okay, An being the male, Ki being the female, the god of the heavens and the goddess of the earth. NSX Harper, what's up, bro? Hey, what is up? What is up, Harper? What is up? How you doing, by the way? basically talking about An and Ki being the god of the heaven and the god of the earth, or the goddess of the earth. Many religions have a male and female polytheistic higher being. Some indigenous beliefs have a father moon and a mother earth combo. And some pagans as well have a male god and a female goddess. Okay, so a lot of religions have this connection to An and Ki. The primary functions of the Anunnaki was to decree the fates of humanity, either how they were born, how they died, what happened in their lives, things like that. With the polytheism of male and female, I want to find out if because all the Anunnaki, or all the beliefs of other religions, pretty much do the same thing that the Anunnaki do. Now, what if the different religions, all the gods are the same? Okay, what if the Anunnaki are the Greek gods? What if the Anunnaki are the pagan gods? What if the Anunnaki are your Japanese religious figures? All these different religious figures of whatever religion you believe in, what if they're all the same? What if they are all the Anunnaki in some form or other? So anyway, going with this, enter the second half of the 20th century, where they became the subject of pseudo-archaeology and conspiracy theories. With Sumerian, there were 7 gods there was quote unquote the 7 gods who decree. That's An, Enlil, Enki, Ninhursag, Nana, Utu, and Inanna. The connections of this come with the realization that there are 8 demon princes, okay? There's Astaroth, Magat, Asmodee, Beelzebub, Oriens, Paimon, Eraton, and I can't even say it now, damn it. Amamon. What is up, Hell Monkey? What is up? Glad to have you here. So I can't even say it. Let me type it into you guys, because I cannot say this damn name to save my freaking life, guys. Let me type it to you. That is the other one of the 8th demon prince, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot say that to save my life, but that is the 8th demon prince. Now, if the
A is probably silent, honestly. It's probably just Maimon.
Maimon, yeah, probably. I'll have to figure out how to pronounce it, but yeah. Now, if you basically in the 7 gods who decree, they're missing one person. We already know An is in there, and An is the main one. And Anunnaki were An and Ki. So where's Ki? If you add Ki into the mix, into this list of the 7 who decree, you get a total of 8, which correlates a connection between the Christian demons and the deities of pre-Christianic religions. Okay. If we go further into the research, you pretty much learn that that there is info on the 8 omitted from the Holy Bible that is still in the Apocrypha and the Pseudepigrapha. You'll hear me talk a lot about the Apocrypha and the Pseudepigrapha. For those who don't know, the Holy Bible was created by the Vatican. Okay, and then King James took the Holy Bible and he made his translation of the Holy Bible, which was called the King James Version. And then there's been many other iterations of the Bible from there, and they all structure from the Holy Bible. What people don't know is the Holy Bible is what Vatican they took the Apocrypha and the Pseudepigrapha and said, this is what that says. This is your Apocrypha and Pseudepigrapha in one book. They're like, there were some minor things in there y'all really didn't need to know, so we kind of just omitted the things you didn't need to know and made it a little bit easier for you to understand. So they pretty much wrote their own Bible, omitting a lot of stuff. And in the Apocrypha and the Pseudepigrapha, there's a lot of stuff that is important. That if you were reading these books of the Bible that were omitted, you'd be like, oh my God, wow. Okay, this makes sense now. I know that Hell Monkey, who's here, and his buddy Tom, who's usually here, they know a lot about Sentian and the Anunnaki and the Apocrypha and Pseudepigrapha, and they can talk a lot. I know you, Onyx Demon, knows some of the stuff of the Pseudepigrapha and the Apocrypha as well. but it is just a tad. Hey, a tad is enough. A tad is enough. It's this info that connects Christian demons to with the Anunnaki, as well as details whose descriptives of angels and demons are more otherworldly. The Book of Enoch changes everything you've thought you knew. Exactly. The Book of Enoch is connected to the Apocrypha and Pseudepigrapha. It's part of it. Some of the things.
There's other books on Anunnaki, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, but no,
I'm claiming that they're extraterrestrials.
That's what I was about to get with.
Okay.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm about to get with. Basically, if you were to read the Pseudepigrapha and the Apocrypha, there's otherworldly connections to the Christian belief that show you that the Anunnaki and what we think of as angels and demons are actually space aliens, thus the Anunnaki, or otherwise translated to the fallen ones. Okay, too many. Now, to explain this, I'm gonna tell you 4 major stories in the Bible that have otherworldly ties, as in when I say otherworldly, I'm talking extraterrestrial ties to them that people don't really pay attention to. One of which is Jacob's ladder. You have Jacob, who was a shepherd. He fell asleep tending his flock and saw angels descending and ascending to and from heaven. Okay, on a ladder. Okay, now the the Holy Bible claims it's a ladder. Okay, Jacob's ladder wasn't actually called a ladder in the Apocrypha and the Pseudepigrapha. In the in this translation, Jacob sees angels coming to and from heaven on a platform. Okay, it wasn't called a ladder. He said a platform. Okay, now if we understand this, we're talking a flat platform. Let me find something flat to demonstrate.
Anyone doesn't understand what we're talking about here is Anunnaki were giant demigods.
Giant.
So think like these people were powerful. Think like Hercules, you know.
Exactly. Now here's a book. Okay, think of it as a platform like this. Okay, so they're going to and from on a platform. Okay, not a platform like this because you can't go to the heavens. So you're like this. So if you think about it, the platform is going up into the heavens. So think of a walkway from a airplane. You know how you put the stairs up to a airplane and you walk out of the steps and go and descend. So basically, think of the angels and angels as aliens coming out of the platform of a spaceship that's hidden in the skies. He can't see the spaceship. All he sees is the person or the angels walking to and from this platform going into the clouds. So they didn't know what aliens were. They didn't understand what the concept of aliens. Oh my God, look, they're going into the clouds. It's God, it's angels. They're going to and from the heavens. They're going to and from the heavens. They don't understand technology like we do. So here you've got this guy looking at these angels on a platform into the skies. He can't see the spaceship. Okay, so faceless melancholy. What is up? So here you got this guy seeing these angels or beings that he interprets as being angels going up and to and from the skies as angels coming, descending and ascending from heaven into the clouds. So with this understanding, in the Apocrypha and Pseudepigrapha, they explain that it was seen that there's other theories where they see spinning wheels and discs in the skies. Okay, and it is literally in the Bible, the Pseudepigrapha and the Apocrypha, that they have seen in the skies, especially when angels are present, spinning discs and wheels in the sky. Come on, why do angels need spinning wheels and discs? Onyxx Demon, what would you think if you saw a spinning wheel or disc in the sky? What was your first? What's the first thing you think of?
I'm fucking stoned.
But
UFOs, man.
UFOs, exactly. Aliens, like the guy on History Channel does. Aliens, or as Hellfire, ominous. But yeah. So you have them going to and from there. So there's that. The other thing is Noah's Ark. Okay, he built this ship that housed 2 of every fucking animal.
How long has it been sleeping for?
Okay, what if the Ark, even though he did build it and it is a ship, what if it didn't actually house the actual animals? More so than it was, they gave him this technology in his head that he built out of wood, and it had the little vials of DNA of every animal and on this place. So now you have this ship, the Ark, similar to the Ark of the Covenant, which was a container that housed all the DNA samples of all the animals, so that when the flood was over, the aliens would come back and release the DNA and rejuvenate, reclone, whatever, all the animals. And of course Noah would spread his seed and recreate, repopulate the earth.
Or and this is just a thought, if we're going into conspiracy theories.
Let's go with theories. Theories are all welcome.
Now, the Anunnaki were a god race, so they looked upon human beings as lesser, like slaves. Nothing. We're dirt. We're ants. Now, during the Great Flood, what if the Ark was used to house their closest slaves that they wouldn't allow on their ships?
Right. That's actually I kind of like that idea.
Because they would have to, like, the great flood would have extincted the human race. They needed a way to repopulate it to get their slaves back to build the pyramids.
Right.
Put them on a fucking wooden ark. Like, here you go.
See, there we go.
Gets the fucking.
Exactly. See, I like that theory too. So there's a lot of theories. Hellmonkey says people also need to understand the depicted angels are symbolic. The bee wings represent the wings represent flight, but they likely don't have wings. Correct. There was no actual claim of having wings in some of the iterations of the Bible. I know that the pseudepigrapha and the apocrypha never claimed that the angels have wings. Other people have said that they had wings. The Holy Bible said they had wings, but the pseudepigrapha and the apocrypha never once describe angels as having wings. Okay. So that's why I said you guys have to. I'll actually make I'm working on zipping up the full pseudepigrapha and apocrypha to put digitally online for people to download and read if they want to on my Discord. So if you're into the paranormal discussion, everybody, please join my Discord and please drop in. I have an actual room in the retro area where there is a paranormal discussion. Onyxx Demon drops in all the time. Hellfire drops stuff in. Hellmonkey's dropping information in. Hellmonkey said Enlil wanted to kill humanity. Enki was behind his back and had the ark built. See, there we go. So there's a lot of drama that people don't understand with the Anunnaki, and we're talking towering people. Some people want to say that the heads of Easter Island are stone representations of the Anunnaki as well. So if that really is true, that the stones, the statues of the Easter Islands, the big bodies where you only see their heads and they have a body underneath, if those are statues representing the Anunnaki, that gives you an idea of just how big the Anunnaki are. And we're, as Onyxx Demon said, we're ants. We're tiny, itty bitty little ants. Okay. Tabitha says, I need to get in there.
I mean, it would make sense here with what Hellmonkey's saying, because there's another theory that the Anunnaki had to temporarily leave Earth when they were here.
So, yeah,
obviously,
exactly.
You know why they were here? If they are of extraterrestrial beings, they were here for our precious metals.
Right, they wanted our gold because supposedly
they wanted our gold.
They were having the same issue that we were having now. Their ozone layer, their atmosphere was dying, and they needed our gold to create some kind of artificial atmosphere for them. So they came to Earth to farm the gold and take they used humans. They created and used humans as slaves to farm that gold. But then, of course, the humans having their DNA. Being half-breeds, kind of like Nephilim, became super smart, i.e. the lost city of Atlantis, and they started to rebel.
I'm just about to get to that, actually.
I'll let you go ahead and continue then.
No, you're good. Keep going.
So pretty much the lost city of Atlantis, the Anunnaki sent down the massive floods to kill the humans off, i.e., Enki and Enlil, as Hellmonkey said. They used the flood to kill off the lost city of Atlantis, all the people of Atlantis who actually started getting smart. Okay, and they left these certain people, which was Noah, and this is where this lost city of Atlantis happened. The lost city of Atlantis, for people, if you do your connections, lost city of Atlantis had a great flood. Noah had a great flood. Put 2 and 2 together, do the fucking math. So pretty much, with that said, they had this great flood. The people were killed off. Noah and the animals lived on with the DNA, the art, whatever, however that happened with the repopulation, whatever you want to, whatever your depiction of the ark of Noah's Ark is. Basically, that's where the flood came. It came through the Anunnaki. So if you start taking all these religions and start connecting every different deity of every religion and tie them all into the Anunnaki, okay, you start making oh my god, it makes sense. Woke.
Yeah, exactly. Because if Enlil really wanted to kill humanity in the quickest way possible, like mass extinction, the theory is, I mean, and it ties in smart, is Enlil could have just decided to somehow, I mean, they were gods, maybe he had some sort of fire ability or something. Right. He melted the Antarctic glaciers.
Yeah, oh yeah. Which is technically happening right now.
He built them an ark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one of them wanted to kill humanity, the other one wanted to save what was left to use them as slaves, because one of them was like, okay, this is more profitable to keep them around. Agreed. And that's what it comes down to. Even in modern day politics, that's all it is.
Exactly. And taking that, when you mentioned about them leaving Earth, here there is a theory, okay, and I've talked about it many, many times. In our orbit, circling around the Earth, are 2 structures, okay? They're on polar opposite sides of each other. So imagine, I don't have anything to imagine the Earth, okay? And on the top of the Earth is one structure floating way up above the in outer space, like a satellite, okay? And down at the bottom of the Earth is, and its polar opposite is, these 2 structures identical to each other. They are known as the Black Knight satellite, okay? And they are massive structures that NASA,
we've looked into them before on here.
Yeah, exactly. NASA wants to say it's a space blanket, but if you do the math and checking the size of it, how would a blanket, a space blanket that big, why would they have a blanket that big in space? It's too huge.
We're gonna get some real psycho shit going here. Let's just say that those 2 Anunnaki spaceships are the ones that are keeping the Earth rotating.
Right. Not even that. Not even that. There's a theory that that the Anunnaki never actually left, that they're all laying dormant inside the Black Knight satellites.
Yeah, because they had to temporarily leave during the Great Flood.
Right, exactly. So they're probably...
And it is said, like, in the 1976 book, The 12th Planet, is that they're just in our orbit. They're still there.
Exactly. And hey, Fallen One, how you doing? The Black Knight satellite, Hellmonkey said the Black Knight was spotted in the 1700s, I believe. Yes, it was first discovered in the 1700s, and little by little, every so often, you'll see it then. There's a lot of times when NASA is, if you watch the NASA videos and their websites like I do, and they always cut their feeds, like, oh no, we're losing a technical difficulties, we lost our feed. They're cutting their feed on purpose because it comes into view, and they cut their feed a lot of times. Oh my god, it's Paladin. So they've been caught, the Black Knight's been caught on NASA videos quite often before they lost the feed. This said, and sometimes you can actually see it. If you've got a telescope, you'll be able to see it in the atmosphere on a bright day, a clear day. You'll be able to see it off into the distance with a really good telescope, guys. Okay? It's that massive. It'll be tiny little speck for you, but it's actually massive. And it can house every last one of the 8 Anunnaki, 4 in one, 4 in the other. Okay? And that's how massive this is. So there's the chance that they are still lying dormant in a slumber, hyperbaric sleep chamber kind of alien technology thing, possibly, maybe somewhere, or they could be dead and their bones are in there. We don't know. But that's the theory that the Black Knight satellite is the temporary home of the Anunnaki. They're waiting to collect all the gold. And here's another little a little conspiracy thing to think about that I don't tell too many people. But Onyxx Demon, as we keep getting gold and the government collects gold, what happens with the gold the government collects? Where is the main bulk of the world's, or at least America's, gold?
I'm Canadian, so I don't remember the name, but I know what you're getting at.
Fort Knox.
That's it.
Fort Knox, ladies and gentlemen. So here,
no, there's another place too. Not just Fort Knox. There's a place in like New York City.
Yeah, that's the Treasury building.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we as humans, okay, just America alone, we have huge amounts and astronomical. Fort Knox is empty. Well, here's the thing, Hell Monkey. Here's what I'm getting at. Just don't ignore the Fort Knox is empty. Yes, I understand.
Or it's full, and we're going to use it as a tribute.
Well, see,
so that they don't extinct us.
That's what I was about to say. So disregarding what you said, Hell Monkey, just play along with me, Hell Monkey. Play along with me here. Okay. So now we as humans supposedly store all our gold in these two places, okay? Even if it's actually in one place, okay? We store the majority of our gold, the bulk of our gold, okay? Which is supposedly an astronomical amount of gold in one or two places. Now you take that theory, okay? And what is it that the Anunnaki want? They want gold. So the theory is that that the government knows that they exist because aliens are real. They are in contact with lesser forms of aliens, and they're preparing us to have our payment to the Anunnaki. So when the Anunnaki return, we have all this gold to give back to them. So there is that theory as well. So that's what I was pretty much getting at. Important fact, gold is used in all electronic technology. Exactly. And they probably had the technology to suck that gold out of
They gave us that technology.
Yeah. So just think about that. Put two and two together. So we're using the gold as technology. They want the gold. We have a major amount of it stored up. Okay, so Anunnaki want gold. We save and store our gold in one location, whether Fort Knox.
I never made that connection, man. Ever. I never made that connection. I didn't make that connection.
But now you do, right?
Yep.
And it kind of makes a decent amount of sense.
Yeah, I don't think of Fort Knox though because I'm not American, you know.
Right, and that's fine. Even if we go with what Hell Monkey said about Fort Knox being empty, because the theory of it is Fort Knox is actually a decoy, and they actually store in a place like Fort Knox somewhere else, and that way people are trying to rob Fort Knox and they're ignoring the actual place that it's stored. But the point is that we are storing gold somewhere. And some people think that they're storing the gold for the sake of giving back to the Anunnaki. SoCat said, why can't the Anunnaki just want cookies? That's because cookies didn't exist then, so they can't want cookies. So yeah, you know, if we could give them a cookie and the world be fine, I'd make cookies all day long to make a perfect world.
I mean, we'll just give them Justin Bieber.
Oh wait, Hell Monkey makes a really good point. Okay, so he says that the reason why Fort Knox is empty is likely due to the fact that our American government has already handed off the gold to the Anunnaki.
So you think it's being like consistently given to them?
Yeah, Hell Monkey, I like that. Paladin says a bit like how Area 51 is a decoy for Area 52, correct? And then Helmut is like, that was what I was thinking, Tabitha. Or Tabitha says, that's what I was thinking. So yeah, that makes perfect sense. So that lies into my theory that we're storing gold to give to the aliens of the Anunnaki, and it's empty and it's not really filled because they've already given it off. I like that, Helmut. But if y'all think about it, the connections, conspiracy theorists may sound crazy, but that's because they have some of the picture, not all the picture. If you were to get all the picture, everything slowly connects. Like connect the dots, basically. Area 52 being
conspiracy theorists only think that people think conspiracy theorists are crazy, but the only thing that conspiracy theorists have that everyone else does is a free thinking mind and an imagination.
And
sometimes those two things together make sense, and it actually comes to the truth. Like, if you ever watched the movie Conspiracy Theory with Mel Gibson, it's actually really well done.
Oh yeah. Now, real quick, for a sake of humor, you know my situation with my Nintendo Switch, right?
You cut out what?
I said, you know my situation with the Nintendo Switch, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So Cellcat was like, I bet they also gave Retro Switch to the Anunnaki.
There's gold in it.
Hey, yeah, there's gold in it, so that would make sense. That's where my Switch went. Damn it, fucking Anunnaki. Okay. So anyway, but yeah, no. The Mel Gibson movie Conspiracy Theory with Julia Roberts is prime example of what we're talking about. Every conspiracy theory, though it sounds absurd, in some way each one connects to the other, and because this person has this one and they're only getting a little bit of information here, and this person here has a little bit of information over here, and this person has this information, what they're not doing is saying, okay, this goes with this and this goes over here, so that once we have those, we can take this one and line it over here and connect them all together and make one complete subject or story. So yeah, let's see. Horoscope says growls out Blastbit's name. When I lean back, I have no neck. That's because your beard is covering it up. And then Hellmonkey says, think about it. All the cash for gold shops are owned by government companies too. Possibly. It's possible. It's some kind of sense, because they take that gold and they change it into the Federal Reserve in exchange for money. So hey, I like your thinking. Now we're an hour and a half into the stream, ladies and gentlemen. We're an hour and a half into the stream. Pretty much, I don't really have much any more notes to pass off. These notes that I've got are going to be along with Onyx Demon's notes are going to be posted into the Discord later. But it is now time for Onyx Demon's favorite part. Give me a second here. Now, I've got some videos that we're going to try. One of Tabitha's viewers sent me a link to some videos caught on camera. I've never used this source before, and we're going to be doing exactly, Tabitha. We're going to be doing some debunking. The source of this video, I don't know how this stream is going to go, because I've never used this company before. So we're going to see how their videos go. But I'm going to go ahead and hide Onyx Demon, and we're going to switch to the screen.
Bye.
They can still hear you, and you can watch through my screen, so you can see it live as we see it.
That's a bright ass person.
I know.
That's
right?
an alien. That's an alien being.
I know. Look right there. That's an alien hybrid right there, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, here we go. Let me make sure the mixer's going right. I want to make sure I have all that stuff going.
I'm gonna pull up your
stream.
Your other stream, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, so we can talk as we watch.
Revolves around the paranormal. For many, it is nothing more than simple superstitions.
Oh shit!
But for others,
what's wrong?
It is part
No, nothing. Just keep going. I just gotta change audio devices.
Unfortunately, the internet is full of staged situations, recorded under controlled environments. None of that can be believed. However, there are videos that were recorded with another intention. But that even so, paranormal things crept in. Join me in this adventure where we will review different videos that my audience has sent me. Here you will witness truly strange and often inexplicable events. My name is Leonor Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present
I like her logo.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I want something like that for my fucking shit.
I can make it for you.
Much of the videos that you're about to see were sent by my audience. If you know or have videos of this style that you would like for me to see, do not hesitate to send it to the email that you now see on the screen, or as a direct message to my official Facebook. And if you like my content, follow me on YouTube. Help me by sharing these videos with your friends. Let's not allow these videos to be forgotten. Without further ado, let's get started.
Now, I do hate that the long-winded stuff that she goes through at the start. She could have done this at the end.
We start this video with a clip from Francisco Javier, a subscriber who from Mexico City sent it to my email. From among the files on his phone, he came across the recording of security guards during their nightly rounds of the subway cars that make up the city's metro system. The rounds were done by protocol. This activity is carried out always before the technical check of the cars. However, this worker was recording because that night, the security cameras had captured something strange. A shadow was seen quickly crossing the subway lines a couple of times. They searched everywhere, and at that moment, they didn't find anything in particular. Although when they saw this recording the following day, they were horrified of what for them was a clear paranormal manifestation.
Oh, I saw that, okay.
What did you see?
Right here, look in the second window.
Oh, I see. Okay, so let's go ahead and pause this real quick when we catch it. I'm trying to get it. Hang on, let me see if I can catch it for you guys real quick. Hang on. I'm gonna have to move it a little bit slower. Hang on a sec. Let me move it, set the settings, guys. I'm gonna set the speed to a little bit slower so I can try to catch it for you guys a little bit better.
Right there. Yeah.
Right there we go. I want to make sure I get into a really good quality pause. That's all I want to do is try to catch it in a really good pause. Oh, hang on. Crap. No. Fuck. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with me. I'm trying to get back to normal speed. Okay, so what we're looking at now, guys. There we go. So as you see here, let's see. It's a member of KISS, isn't it? It looks like the Winter Soldier. It does look kind of like the Winter Soldier. I was gonna say that it looks like blast bit metal drumming, you know, but you know he does kind of look like a heavy metal person. Here's my thing. I don't know if you'll agree with me or not, but it looks, whatever it is, looks corporeal. Onyxx Demon, do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, what is your opinion? How about that? What do you think?
I mean, my opinion comes right down to this is just some guy who's probably fucking train hopping.
Right. What were you doing in the train? But yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking is that it's a homeless person who happened to be in the train, and he's trying to hide out and have a place to sleep, and he just got caught. That's what it looks like. Dude, it's TikTok. It's fake. Yes, exactly. Either it's a fake and they staged it, or it's it is slightly real and they didn't know that it was a homeless person hiding out. But it's not paranormal in any way whatsoever. So it is either faked or they caught a homeless person.
I saw it in a second window though, so this could just be a fucking setup too, because it's the next one over, it's the exact same thing again. It's not like a different angle.
Nobody, absolutely no one belonging to the subway staff that night imagined that the camera would record something like this. It is not a reflection or a defect.
See, what gets me is the wife's just sitting there posing at the window looking out.
That the disturbing face is responsible for all the...
See, what I'm seeing right now, guys, is you can see hair. You can see what looks like hair, and someone's wearing something over their face.
Why pan up to that window too?
Right. Why pan up to the window? Exactly. Fake. Too corporeal. Jeff is alone with us saying exactly. It's too corporeal. It's fake. It's definitely fake. It's, as Tabitha said. It's TikTok. It is fake. But I want to make sure at least I educate people as to what to look for when it is faked. So I do want them to kind of know. I don't want to just claim it fake, but I want to make sure people are educated as to what to look for it being fake as well.
Strange things that have been happening in the area. And of course, the main reason why workers are afraid when they have to stay in that section of the premises.
See, and it makes it even more tangible, but see right there, you see more of a structure with it is when they do the alterations to the color.
Number 4. Fatima, an assiduous follower of this channel, writes to let us know of a video that was kept in her family circle for many years. An old recording at her grandparents' house. For them, this footage is very short but shocking. I will let the paranormal evidence play and see if you can notice something. Watch.
I didn't see anything.
Neither did I. I'm looking.
I saw that. Okay. Oh, what was that?
No, right there in the corner. Looks like something.
I thought I saw something up the stairs too, though.
Yeah, it looked like it was, but it's not. It's right there.
Fatima assures that
Did you see up the stairs right there?
Yeah, that was it was a shadow. It wasn't moving though.
The furniture.
Neither is that. So it's just shadow. Because okay, so here's the thing.
Nothing of a kind is observed here.
Hang on one sec. Let me show what you were talking about as well. Hang on. It's both. It's a shadow. It's Bella Lugosi there saying. So here's the thing, and I'm gonna point out with both. Okay, so as you see, guys, you've got a shadow right here, and that they're showing, and then you got the shadow up here on the stairs where where Onyxx Demon is pointing out up here. Okay, now do you notice anything? Onyxx Demon, notice the direction of the light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with the direction of the light, notice that the shadow on the stairs and the shadow at in that corner are straight in line with each other.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, it's not an actual structure. It is shadows based off the direction of the light. So one, that corner is being blocked by, or the corner that back there is dark, as a dark room as it is. So that top corner is going to be just as dark as the top of the stairs corner as well. So you're pretty much getting the same shadow from the direction of the light and the way that the light is shining. So that's what that is right there. Because nothing's actually moving. There's no movement. Whatever it is not moving. Because you see shadow moving right here, and that's staying still. See, there's a shadow right there of a person moving across the glass.
Fatima assures that the only way for a shadow to be cast there is for
That's just a reflection.
Exactly. That's a reflection of a person moving.
Nothing of the kind is observed here. She also states that her grandparents always mentioned that in their house there lived presences that for many years were accompanying them. Presence of which was the most shown was the figure of a child.
Figure of a child.
It's always the figure of a child, isn't it, though?
Exactly.
I thank both Fatima and her family for the opportunity of knowing both her video and her family history. Number 3. I have to confess that you almost never knew of this video, because at first I thought it was the falling of a meteorite. I didn't see it in its entirety, and thought about deleting it. However, something made me look for it inside the recycling bin, and give it a try. Finally,
it just looks like a kid walking past is what Tabitha said, exactly.
That now you will have the opportunity to see it.
Okay, so that's just a falling satellite. That's common.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's three things. It's either a satellite or an asteroid that broke apart. Oh, wait a minute. That's different though.
Yeah.
That's not ghosts, but that, I don't know, dude. That's because they're staying stationary, and asteroids shouldn't stay stationary. They should, even if it.
Yeah, I know that. Come on now.
No, I'm just saying, because like even if they were to burn up, they would still keep coming down and then burn up. And that one's not going away. The other two did. Oh, and they returns. Look at that. Look at that. That right there is some legit. That is definitely UFO shit right there, bro.
At one point, I thought maybe it was about perspective. Maybe the meteorites were still falling, but with a perspective that made it look static. Something very unlikely, but it could be. However, the fact that one lights up again attracted a lot of attention.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it definitely is. Definitely interesting. Hang on, let me pause that. Let me come back to you real quick because I want to talk with you on camera and talk with everybody. So with that fact, everybody, that it may not be legit ghost shit, but that here right now is legit. Let's see. Entering something in the atmosphere straight on. Yeah. So that that is some legit. I can't say it's a UFO or it's an alien, but it's an unidentified flying object, because if it was an asteroid, it wouldn't come back and light back up. So if anything, at least it's a legit UFO.
It could be. I mean, I don't know enough about the atmosphere to go into this. So.
Right, but even if it is okay, so I'm talking UFO, maybe not in a spaceship format, but an unidentified flying object. It is flying. It is unknown. It is an object. This is a legit UFO. Whether it's alien origin, whether it's a comet, asteroid, whether it's someone in Street Fighter doing Hadouken back and forth, it's hard. Yeah, weather balloon resurfacing. It is
an unidentified object, so exactly that's for sure.
And see, that's what I'm getting at. Is it whatever it is? This is a legit. This isn't like camera lighting. This isn't like sometimes I would write it off as it's a light from a camera reflecting or whatever. Since with the whole disappearing and then reappearing and that one light staying on, it's not a camera flare. It's not a lens flare. Whatever it is. It's a tangible object that they're filming. So it's an unidentified, legit flying object.
Yep.
So hey, look, think about it. This is the first legit UFO we had on the stream, and you're with me on stream.
Good luck, motherfucker.
Right? So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We don't know what it is, but that's actually kind of cool. That is definitely kind of cool. So moving forward.
That it corresponds to an event outside of the natural. Could it be some kind of military weaponry? Or could it be the presence of a manifestation related to the UFO phenomenon? Tell me what your thoughts are. Number 2. Leobardo is the name of the subscriber responsible for the clip that you will see below, that was recorded at his friend's home. She told him that for some time now, both she and her parents had been hearing strange noises coming from the upper level of the house. She described it as heavy footsteps coming from the roof, and sometimes she could even assure that they heard them on the second floor. They thought it could be a cat, and so they ignored it. Until one afternoon when the girl entered her home and believed she saw something that gave her relatives reason to install security cameras throughout the house. To this day, it is still not known what corresponds to that image that you're about to see.
Show us the damn image.
This video came from her camera to now show itself for the first time before your eyes.
Really?
No one else knows of it, and those who have seen the video, like the relatives.
Okay, first of all, guys, hang on, let me show you something.
Above all, because of what the
watch really good, watch.
That gave her relatives reason to install security cameras throughout the house. To this day, it is still not known what corresponds to that image that you're about to see.
Yeah, see, there's nothing paranormal. It's a female coming out of the room. Now, you see the face, and they're probably like, oh, it's a demonic face. It's a demonic face. That's just a low-quality image from a low-quality camera using night vision. Her eyes are reflective. It looks like she's wearing glasses, so the light from the IR is bouncing back.
You're missing one thing, though.
What's that?
Us as gamers will see. Anything paranormal will not give this off.
What's that?
Okay. The camera's getting ghosting behind her.
Yeah, the ghosting right there, the motion. Yep. And see, that's it's showing motion. For those who don't know, switching back to chatting real quick. When it comes to cameras, especially the security cameras that they probably had, the typical CCD cameras like the one that she showed, film, especially ones that you can tell is in this low resolution, film at 15 frames per second. Okay, so there's going to be slight motion movement to where it blurs out and disappears because her movement becomes faster. So when her movement becomes faster, she becomes transparent basically because the camera can't see her. Okay, and a human walks in 30 frames per second. Now that said, as Onyxx Demon was talking about, there's ghosting. That again comes from the motion blur of 15 frames per second because when she's creeping out like that, she's moving slower than the 15 frames per second. So because of that, it creates that small motion trail. If she was ethereal, okay, if it was a spirit, there would be no trail left behind because it would be slightly transparent, unable to leave a blur because that trail becomes even thinner transparency and you can't see it. So good call on that, Onyxx Demon. So this is, like Hell Monkey says, it's probably a squatter, it's probably somebody creeping out, and the cameras are low quality and you can't see anything. Plain and simple. So good call, Onyxx Demon.
Video came from her camera to now show
ghosting straight across.
Yep, straight across.
No
and you see how it takes 15 frames for it the trail to disappear behind her?
Like relatives are completely terrified. Above all, because of what the girl told her parents.
The girl looks right at the fucking camera.
This taping.
Okay, here's my thing. If it wasn't a human, if it was spirit, they wouldn't know the camera was there. How did that person know the camera was there? So it had to be a person to know that the camera was put in to look directly at the camera.
Why would the ghost use the doorknob to open and close the fucking door?
That too. They would travel right the fuck through it.
She saw a horrible face that was watching her. It was only a second.
So this is supposedly the image that they caught here. Another image caught. So this right here, I'm sorry, that's fake right there, guys. That is fake. That's some bullshit right there. That's probably someone dressed up in costume and makeup on.
Well, that's not even remotely close to the thing we just saw walk across the screen.
In front of her.
Exactly.
She says that her heart almost stopped. Her description fits almost exactly like the characteristics of the woman who appears in this video. Whatever it is, this person...
See, they don't even remotely look anything like that. The other picture had short fucking hair and a Victorian-style dress. This one here, guys...
that is seen crossing in...
As you can see, there, you can tell that person's wearing blue jeans and a baggy t-shirt.
The video
and not a dress.
Has been living in this house for weeks.
It is.
I mean, the only thing about this video that concerns me is whatever that giant motherfucking bug was that flew across the screen. That thing was huge.
That was definitely a big fucking moth.
That was huge.
Last one, guys, and then we'll move on to the next one.
With a strange occurrence captured in the middle of the night by a security camera. The camera had its lens directed towards a vacant lot, at which point it captured a dog that was very loved by the community because it would drive away strangers who approached. Which is why, with great sorrow and also some fear, the neighbors saw on camera what happened to the animal. Pay attention.
Whoa!
Hold on, wait, let me replay that shit.
Many maintain that the image is cut off and that someone took the dog. However, when viewing the sequence, the clip does not seem to be manipulated. The image shows a continuity.
Yeah, see, that right there was a real orb, guys. Right at the moment that it let me slow that shit down. Let me slow that shit down. That might be something legit. Because you notice that what looked like a fake orb, like a dust particle, at the same time, that might have been some legit shit. We're gonna slow that. We're gonna do the Onyxx Demon slow-mo. I'm gonna try to catch the pause right as it disappears. That orb right there, guys, that it disappeared right as that orb went through. Yeah, the orbs are consistent in motion. Yeah, the orbs are consistent in motion. This one orb right here, as it swoops up, is when the dog disappears. So for that to be editing, that has got to take some serious retroactive style editing to make that orb disappear like that.
This is fucked, and it's rare too because ghosts don't typically affect animals.
You're right. It is. I don't think it's a ghost. There's a dust cloud. Yeah, but I don't like watch real quick. Watch. Let me try to slow it down just a little bit more. Make it super slow. See, the only thing that bothers me is you notice that the camera just zoomed in and moved, which means somebody's watching it and controlling it. See, like right there, it just disappeared.
Well, if it's recorded, you can zoom in.
Even on post-production?
Yeah.
Because see, that's what gets me right there is that it zoomed in on it and yeah, it just
it did pan too. Yeah.
See, here's here's what I'm thinking. Let me watch it again. I think I've got this figured out.
Pay attention.
And I think I've got this figured out. I have to watch it one more time. Hellmonkey, you're right on league with me. Hellmonkey, you're right in league with what I'm thinking about. I'll tell you in a minute. I'm gonna try to catch it. It zooms in, it pans, it disappears. It zooms in, it pans, it disappears. Okay, now, right there. That's one of two things. Okay, guys. First, it's a simple, like basically, as we know, Onyxx Demon, this camera would probably recording all the time. Okay, so this person probably filmed a long period of video while it zoomed in on the dog, and then I'll get to that to Jeff. I'll get to that's two things, Jeff. Hang on. So they probably spliced a clean plate while the camera's in that position and overlaid it over top where the orb goes up, and they timed it just right to where the orb is moving up, and with it being an overlay, they delete the it cuts off the image of the of where the dog disappears, so that way it looks like that, like the orb picks the animal up, but it was two different plates. One plate with the dog in it, one video track with the dust particle overlaid over each other. So at the right time, it basically it's just it's superimposed, and one stops, the other keeps going. The other thing, which is what Jeff is talking about, is kind of what I'm talking about to some degrees. This white blur, you notice that it didn't swoop up. The white blur just appeared right here where the dog was. It appeared in the same place. So the camera movement gave it away. Exactly, Hellmonkey. So if it wasn't two layers over top of each other, the other thing was that since the camera, like we said, is 15 frames per second, and when you move too fast, it becomes a blur.
Yeah.
What if that blur right there isn't an orb? What if that is the dog got scared and moved so fast that it becomes a blurred, what looks like a blurry orb to the camera, even though it's the dog running off?
Yeah.
And that brings up the typical thing of, if there's a doubt, throw it out.
Yeah.
So this one, it almost had me, but that the telegraphing the spot is what got me. The zooming in and panning is what like Hellmonkey said, it gave it away. And then I started thinking about when Hellmonkey started talking about an orb overlay. I was thinking, okay, either this is 2 frames of the same scene over top of each other, or the dog got spooked and took off so fast it looked like a blurred orb going away, and there's no dog there because it's 15 frames per second versus a dog running at 40 to 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
So there's that. But anyway, there is that. Let me go ahead and shrink that down. We are going to get back to our favorite guy, Nuke's top 5s.
You gotta follow, by the way.
I saw
camera.
Okay.
Hiding in the closet. This next video was sent in by a viewer, and it's one of those rare paranormal stories that's been around on YouTube for a decade, but not many people have ever seen it. In fact, in over 10 years, this channel has only gotten 66 subscribers and very few views. So, let's get into it. Back in February 2011, YouTube user Steph posts a series of videos to document the creepy paranormal activity that she says she often experiences in her house's basement. But even as she tries to simply introduce her channel, things get a bit weird.
Hi everyone, my name is Steph. I live in New York.
She looks like an it girl.
I just wanted to do a little bit of an introduction to my channel, Steph's Basement 89. Basically, I think my house is haunted, which I know sounds silly, and I still feel kind of silly saying it, but I guess I shouldn't. We figured out that about the start of the new year of this year was when things started to happen. It's mostly in the basement, but... Right? Did you, or are you f***ing with me?
Someone standing at the doorway. I saw it.
Somebody could be off camera hitting the doors right now. Possession of my ass. She looks like she's a fucking demon with those big bug eyes.
Don't go far. So as I'm recording to you, pardon my language, I feel like I just saw someone standing in the doorway, and so did he.
Hang on, let me pause it real quick. Tabitha, I
No
do
one,
too,
right?
because here's the thing, Tabitha, and I'm sure you're probably gonna agree with me on this, Onyxx Demon. It's just weird that it happens when she's recording. She wants to call and tell it. She's making a documentary of like, hey, look, you know, I do this, and then pretty much on cue of her talking about it, it happens. That's too coincidental for a paranormal activity to happen on cue like that. So yeah, I'm calling
but she's not over exaggerating or anything. Like, you know, if she's acting, she's a phenomenal fucking actor.
Well, see, what I'm thinking of is that it's one of those things where her friends are staging it so that she doesn't know when and where it's going to happen, so she can react honestly to it.
Yeah, you could be right. Yep. We'll have to watch the rest of the video.
Yep.
That was definitely sounds like someone walking around.
Okay. We'll be back. But yeah, this is an introduction, a pretty good introduction to my channel, and freaking out a little bit right now, but that's okay. Hope you enjoy. Bye.
Steph and her roommate Sam both claim to see something off camera, and we can hear strange noises in the background, but of course all of this could easily be faked. But trust me, things are gonna get much creepier. In this next video, we head down to what Steph alleges is the most haunted area of her home, the basement. Steph's little dog Bella seems a bit freaked out by something in the basement closet.
So normally when I come home from work, my dog Bella will come running to the door to greet me or whatever, and I just came home and she didn't do that, and it ends up she's down here in the basement just obsessing over this closet door. She's never done this before. It looks as if she's waiting for it to open, or she thinks there's someone behind it, where it's like she acts like she's acting how she does when she wants to get into one of the rooms upstairs. But she hasn't acknowledged me at all since I came home, which is very weird. Bella. She's not even answering to her name. I'm just gonna open it.
Your dog's so damn old, it's probably fucking deaf.
Or she has some kind of...
maybe there's nothing there.
She's got somebody staging there or something like that. But the dog's reaction is honest.
Well, it's dark, but as you could probably see, there's no one in the closet, thank God. See, baby? There's nothing there, lady. Nothing, okay? Oh, she's back to sniffing it again. It's freaking me out. Come on, let's go upstairs.
Over the next month, Steph experiences random noises from the basement and even some unnerving sightings of what she believes to be a supernatural apparition. She sets up a camera to record her basement room, specifically the closet. Her recordings capture many hours of, well, nothing. But then, late one Friday night, this happens. As Steph's friend Reese is casually sitting in the basement one night checking her phone, the closet door just pops open on its own.
See, my question, okay, so you can tell that the door isn't uneven. I don't see any place for strings, especially for it to come that way, and I don't see no movement behind there.
Yeah, well, look at the genuine terror in her as she takes off.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck that.
So this might just be legit. This one just might be legit, dude. I can't figure this one out because I'm looking to see.
I don't hear any banging or anything that would cause the door to open.
Right, you don't hear no noise whatsoever. If
you hear her footsteps, so clearly there's audio.
Exactly. So there's and the audio was really good at that because of how far away she was. So that means if somebody was back there, you would hear them fiddle with the door. Doubtful of a draft. Yeah, well, it definitely wasn't a draft. It definitely wasn't a draft. And I couldn't hear no one fiddling with the door. And there's no way a string could have popped that open like that. Because there, if you look right here, that's a little twist handle. So you'd have to twist that little handle for it to pop loose on the other side.
Now, Reese is a skeptic and doesn't believe the basement to be haunted at all. But still, we see her make a tiptoeing dash right out of the room, and we can hear her run
I like the way she runs.
So she definitely seems spooked. So now, we cut to one night where Steph and her friend Rochelle are hanging out as it gets close to the midnight hour. Steph decides to record a quick video for her roommate who is away on a trip. What she catches on camera is absolutely terrifying.
Okay, let's see it.
Yeah, for Stan. I won't break them. Michelle's getting like really good at the drums.
Oh shit.
So you might have
Hold on, that definitely looks staged, dude.
Yeah.
Oh no. We'll see you soon.
Hold on.
Did you see it?
Guys, watch.
Steph pans her camera by the open closet door. It looks as if an older woman in a white gown is just standing there, watching.
Fuck.
When Steph pans back seconds later, no one there.
Now, real quick, the reason why I think this is legit, okay, is look right here. See that right there? That whatever, that leopard print, whatever the fuck that is?
Yep.
Now, let me scroll back to where she's playing. Watch. You're going to see, gotta get right back to the right place. Okay, so let's get it right back.
So now, we cut to one night where Steph and her friend Rochelle are hanging out as it gets close to the midnight hour. Steph decides to record a quick video for her roommate who is away on a trip. What she catches on camera is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, for Stan. I won't break them. Michelle's getting like really good at the.
Okay, now I got it paused just right. Now, if you look right here, whatever it is legitly there. See how that's where that's at? That leopard print thing. See the leopard print thing? Look where she's standing. Look at the leopard print thing. Okay, now
drums.
Watch when they pan back.
So you might have some competition when you get back.
Notice anything?
The only thing I noticed was there was a slight like opacity to the whatever that was. Like if you look in the upper chest area, you could clearly see that.
So hang on, watch. Let me go slow. Hang on.
I mean, they'd be feeding it a lot of energy with what they're doing too.
Terrifying.
Yeah, for Stan. Michelle's getting like really good at the drums. So you might have some competition when you get back.
So here
I don't see what you're seeing.
Okay, so you notice, if you notice where the woman was at, see how far right here, like see it where it goes into the shadow right here? How much that goes into the shadow?
Okay, yeah, I get you. Okay, you got it like 4 or 5 inches there of cheetah print. I can see it now.
Right. So now
in the dark, yeah.
What I'm gonna get at with that is this. Let me get it back a little bit so you can catch it just right.
We see her make a tiptoeing dash right out of the room, and we can hear her run up the stairs.
Hear her run up the stairs.
Definitely seems spooked. So now
here's what I'm about to show you once I catch it.
Where Steph and her friend Rochelle are hanging out as it gets close to the midnight hour. Steph decides to record a quick video for her roommate who is away on a trip. What she catches on camera is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, for Stan. Michelle's getting like really.
Look at where it's at now. It's further towards her than it was into the into there. So they moved that thing there for her to stand there. See?
Yeah.
So this is fake. This is fake.
Yeah.
I saw that.
You got it. Yeah. I wanted this one to be real as fuck,
I wanted
dude.
it too. I started to. Look. If it wasn't for this, dude, they would have had me. They would have had me if it wasn't for this. Once I saw that this thing right it was moved. Watch. See where, like, if y'all see, it's right here at the edge. Look at them. It goes through. It goes through the object. This is look at the hem. It goes through the object. It doesn't go through the object. That's not going through the object. That's a play of the light, dude. That's a play of the light. You can see the shadow of it right here. No, I don't care about the hem. I don't care about the hem. That's a trick of the light because of the pattern recognition, pareidolia. Look at the shadow. This thing right here is creating a shadow on it, which means that it's not going through it. It can't go through it because it's casting a shadow. Okay, and it's moved. Look how far in it is right here. Okay, now watch in a second when they pan back.
Good at the drums.
The person's moving it. She's watching them move it. Once it moves, they're running their mouths and talking to give them time. And then look, see how it's pushed back in?
Yep.
They moved it.
Love you. We'll see you soon.
Did you see it?
These fucking women are phenomenal actors, though.
Yeah. Cause see, look right here. See how far away it is from the door here?
Yeah.
Now watch how close it is to the door.
Closet door. It looks as if an older woman in a white gown is just standing there.
The bottom of the object never moves. Yes, the bottom does move. The bottom does move.
So now we cut to one night where Steph and her friend Rochelle are hanging out as it gets close to the midnight hour.
Watch when they show it the first time with no one there.
Decides to record a quick video for her roommate who is
okay, see right here, Onyx, Hell Monkey, see how close it is to the door right here? You see that, Onyx Demon, right?
Yep.
It's pushed further towards the right here. It's closer to the damn door. Okay, it does move, Hell Monkey. Watch. Once you see it again, it's gonna be closer to the left, and there's gonna be a gap between it and the door.
away on a trip. What she catches on camera is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, for Stan. Michelle's getting like.
See the gap right there? There's a bigger gap between it than it was before, and it's closer to the left. They moved it.
Really good at the drums.
There's a bigger gap at the floor. It was pushed. Exactly, Jeff is Lone Wolf. It was pushed.
You might have some competition when you get back.
It was clearly moved. Trust me, dude. I was. If it wasn't for this video, this portion right here, they almost had me. Her acting was really damn good, dude. Like you said. Let me speed it back up. I don't know why I got to still go in slow motion. But you're right, dude. They are some beast actors. They need a fucking Emmy. They almost had me.
Closet door. It looks as if an older woman in a white gown is just standing there, watching.
There's an obvious gap now.
Seconds later, no one there. So did Steph capture real paranormal activity in her basement? And just what happened after this? Well, we'll never know, because you see, Steph hasn't posted to her YouTube channel since these creepy incidents 10 years ago.
Notice that?
She did.
Either she's dead or she got busted. One of the two.
If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. What remains? YouTuber and paranormal skeptic El Cubo Oficial was contacted by a homeowner who invited him to investigate strange paranormal
It's okay, because I'm getting ready to do the. I just realized the
Mexico.
time. I'm getting ready to do the raid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to do a raid. I want to thank my awesome co-host, Onyxx Demon. Everybody, make sure you all follow him. Onyxx Demon, it's been a pleasure to have you here tonight. But it is that time. I'm going to go ahead and drop a raid. Everybody, please stay here for the few of you that are here. I'm going to be raiding somebody real quick who is a demon. Make sure you when we go there, #raid, #retroactive, #streamdemons. Let me make sure. Yeah, they're live now. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and do this real quick. If I can get there, we go. But again, thank you all for being here. I love each and every one of you. I'm glad that you were all here. Make sure when you go there, #raid, #retroactive, #streamdemons. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Catch you on Friday for Fallout Friday. I had to get my brain straight until we actually bring back Critical Hit, guys. But again, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. Let me get it up so I can see her stream when she does a thing. But again, I love each and every one. Make sure y'all show some love to her.
Yes, sir.